Love, they say, is a beautiful thing. Well, I actually agree with that saying. However, there are times when this so-called beautiful thing turns sour and then it becomes not so beautiful anymore. So, how do we get to that point? What actually happens that, it just becomes something else entirely? Is it that most of the time we mistake love for attraction? Or is it even lost? Join us. Let's talk about it with my wonderful guest here as we, strike a balance to these things and see how we can learn from each other. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. As you all know, my name is Mr. Frush. If you're a returning subscriber or a returning viewer, I appreciate you so much. Thank you for coming back right here. I'm sure you're here because you get value and you enjoy whatever you see. So today we're going to be talking about love versus attraction, and I have two wonderful guests here with me. On my left hand side, I have the indefatigable, beautiful Adiola Adebayo. She is the CEO of Nukes Counseling. She is a counselor extraordinaire. Yeah. Oh my English is plenty. Extraordinaire. Sorry, I just learned a new word. So she's a public speaker. She's a mental health advocate. And for almost half a decade now, she has been counseling, and then she has loads of experience counseling, and then she has managed to keep key relationships and to help people that had issues with their relationship. She has many great testimonies actually. She's a wonderful, amazing person. She's a full package. She's loaded. Not just looking at her like that. She's beautiful too, as you can see. She's a writer and she also runs a blog. And she writes about relationships, and then she writes and gives tips on how to discover yourself. She's a consultant. Come on. Yeah, plenty. She's a consultant, and then she specializes in career development too. Now, when it comes to discovering your partner, for those of you that are always confused, you are running up and down, let's get out. Today, tomorrow, Amara, next tomorrow, Bingpe. This woman can help you. You understand? She can help. She's a consultant. She helps to discover, for you to discover your right partner, marriage. She helps you with keys to build a very solid relationship, and then what have you. Her Instagram handle is nuke_counsels. So please check her out on Instagram and just send her a DM if you have issues, and I'm sure she will respond to you ASAP. On my right hand side, the right hand man is a man of many passions. Help me meet and celebrate gospel on Oja. He's a gospel singer. If this guy is singing, you will move into realms. You will move into realms of glory. He's a medical biochemist. He's a certified financial market analyst. People deal. And he's a full-time investor in the financial market. Investor Sabinos. That's why he's investor gospel anyway. And then he's a businessman too. As you can see, he's native. From his native, you know that this is a big man. Yes. So yeah. So we're here to talk about love and attraction. And then we're here to strike a balance, pick our brains, and learn from each other. So please stay posted, stay glued to the screen as we talk about these things, because these guys here, they are loaded. They have lots and lots of things to bring to you. So now, me personally, I have a question that I've always asked, and that is it that somebody will not go and marry a wife that you are not attracted to? You now wake up in the morning, you are not happy to see your wife. You say marry because of your purpose. So if that your wife is your purpose, but she's not that fine. Beauty is relative actually, right? So everybody has their own definition of beautiful. Me, I have my own definition of beautiful. I have what attracts me. You understand? What if the woman that, God forbid, I'm just saying example.
Really?
But what if, they say the woman that I'm supposed to be with, or marry eventually, I'm not attracted to that woman. Can that marriage last? You understand? Will there be love? This is Valentine season. I won't talk about these things. I'm sure many of you out there, you have questions like this on your mind. So feel free to stick around. Maybe we can learn something from this episode actually. You understand? So the first question I have here now is attraction love? Because I've had instances where I was attracted to somebody, and I like the person. But eventually along the line, I now discover that like I say no go. Just but on the flip side, I'm scared too because if I'm not attracted to you, how things will work? Do you get? So that question has been on my mind. So the first question I have here is attraction love? So they say ladies first, right?
Oh really?
Over to
Okay, so thank you very much, our wonderful host. I think naturally attraction is in love, because the definition of attraction is just a superficial thing. It's more physical than a deeper connection. So to answer your question, attraction is in love for me. Anyways, love
isn't love.
It's not love.
Okay.
Okay, so to buttress more on that, okay, I think now most of the times for love to happen, it usually doesn't really have to be okay. I'm attracted in the first instance, because majorly some of us just feel okay, this is the kind of person I want to marry, and then at the end of the day we don't even end up marrying that kind of person. You know, some guys will have she has to have like a very beautiful front and back, and at the end of the day when you strike conversations with the lady, you're like what is going on, and then it just goes off. So love is beyond just attraction. Yes, while you can maintain just for the first instance, I like this person's beauty and everything, and then over time you get talking, there is a deeper connection than just seeing the physical. So for me, attraction is
there are people that are sapiosexual.
Okay.
That they are attracted to, the intellect. So this thing can also go both ways. Okay. Can somebody be attracted to the intelligence or the brilliance of a person and not the physical? Okay. And then can that brilliance or intelligence keep or sustain that relationship?
That's a tough question because okay, so let's come real now. Yes, as much as your intelligence can attract a person as a female, now love is beyond what attracts you, like what is like making you spark. Attraction is just an initial spark. It's just like you guys initial gra. Until when you now see that there is more to just her now for apart from intelligence, we have the person's character.
Okay.
The way the person always talks in public, even though the person is smart. We have different ways at which some ladies just shout on any. Imagine you're attracted to her intellect, and then one day she just shouts at you in public. So you see, so when it comes to attraction, just know it is just a superficial thing. Love is beyond that. Love is deeper. It's a connection that stands even when attraction fades.
Deep. Jot things down. So love is a connection that stands even when attraction fades. So you're saying attraction can fade. Yeah. So what do you think about this?
Okay, not actually disputing the fact that there's attraction and then love is a more intense feeling and commitment rather. But then let me put down a more superior argument. I feel like there's a general love,
okay.
Then attraction comes in, then a more intense love. Okay, first of all, let's actually define. I would actually explain, I would prove my point, because I'm not actually speaking from the point of ignorance, but from the point of deeper knowledge.
Let me balance with.
Alright. So first of all, let's actually define attraction.
Okay.
Now, the Oxford Dictionary would actually define attraction as quality that calls onto the attention of a desire. In other words, quality meeting desire.
Okay.
So it is quality attracting desire, quality meeting with desire that causes or flames up an attraction. Yeah. So now, every single person has a desire. We like I always say, there's food for the flesh, we feed the flesh. Food for the mind, we feed the mind. Food for the spirit, we feed the spirit. So every single person has a physical desire. Every single person has a desire of their mind. Like in terms of, I have a desire that I want to be with someone who is intellectual, who has good character, who has composure. Now, this desire built up in me would actually look for the quality that would call the attention of those desires. So if I meet someone and then those desires does not would actually scan through, and if it does not see those qualities exactly, it will move away. Now, does that mean I don't love this person? Like I said, first there's a general love. Does that mean I don't love this person? I actually love them generally. The love your neighbor, as you said, those brothers only love, papas only love. Yeah, I actually love them, but I only love them as a friend. But then there is no attraction. So my desire have not met qualities
in the context of maybe some, love in the what's the romantic love.
Yeah.
Let's leave agape love.
Okay.
Agape love, I love you, you love me, we are family. We're talking about, this is Valentine's. We're talking about the love where romance is involved, and a love that is geared towards a marriage or a future.
Yeah. So obviously there can be no successful relationship without a standard attraction.
Do I want to agree with that?
Arguably, yeah. Because
I think I'm going to.
But the question says, is attraction
love?
Is attraction love? Do you think attraction is love?
Attraction is not love, but attraction is love.
Okay. Let's move on quickly. We don't want to. It's a big one, but so let's be time conscious. Now, the second question I have here is attraction important to sustain a relationship? So now let's assume that your argument is, attraction is very important for love to happen. What's your own perspective on that?
My perspective is it's one of those key things.
It's not very important.
It's not so highly.
Okay, so now let's not assume that because of the attraction, just like you said, the quality you see that draws you. Now you eventually get into it. Let's say, for instance, now let's use the general one that we always talk about, which is the physical outlook of a person. So you now see a lady, maybe you like fair ladies. She's fair. The height she ticks your box. Everything she ticks your box. The body, damn.
Wow.
She finished work. You understand? So now you get into the relationship. Do you think that thing is enough to sustain that relationship?
Alright.
That no matter what happens, as far as you're just seeing that she's fair and she's fine, you're okay.
Let's give it a Okay, basically for me, like I said before, there are people who are attracted to the mind and not just to the.
This one is the physical now.
Okay, we are talking about just the
about
physical.
Okay, do you think it's enough to sustain the relationship?
I basically do not think that's enough, because when it even comes to attraction, it's not just about the physical. It's about the mind, it's about how the person talks, it's about how the person relates, the maturity and all that. You can be attracted to that, and once you don't see that, you may not consider that person actually viable for a possible relationship. So
you're already in the relationship.
Okay, you are already in the
You've seen all those things.
You have seen everything.
You understand? Everything you want to see
is there.
is there already.
Okay.
Now in this case, we are saying the physical.
Alright.
We're not even talking about the character now yet. We're talking about the physical alone. It's already there. You've seen it and you like it. Because of that, you now got into a relationship with the person. Do you think that is enough to sustain the relationship?
That's basically not enough to sustain the relationship. It's basically not enough to sustain a good relationship. But guys, we like seeing material things. So we can be suffering in it as long as we can just see this person and be like,
you've not been saying fine.
Seriously. Actually, Bridget actually said something, and it was like he came for counseling that he doesn't want the girl anymore, and they were like, okay, chase this girl. Say, but the girl.
You understand? So because of that, I will suffer long suffering. What do you think, man?
Okay, so I believe it does. It cannot sustain a relationship, because love is beyond just getting attracted. Like, when you get into the relationship, you begin to see other things that are necessary, such as, let's assume, communication. So you begin to now see that even what I see, the facial, the beauty, the shape and everything, is not longer, is not, there anymore. Because you are seeing that she wakes up in the morning and she's just, what's going on?
There.
Now, the funny thing about attraction is, once what you are seeing, it can change. A woman's body it's quite very, very beautiful. Like, so anything can change. In fact, the beautiful fine face you are seeing now can begin to have pimples tomorrow, and then you are like, what's going on?
You use organic cream. You import. You use cream. You must sustain that.
So now you will now be struggling to maintain what you are seeing. And love goes beyond that. So I feel like no, attraction would not sustain a very good relationship. You have to, like, long suffering, like we said, you have to suffer in order for that to work.
Are you willing to suffer?
Is that?
Would you rather suffer and have a trophy babe?
Okay.
Yes, I'm asking you.
Actually, I would like to suffer small.
Wow.
Don't. So just go in there, it's fine, and you get the bust your brain, you will suffer.
No, I'll
but
suffer.
you will not marry her.
I obviously know that I can't marry this person.
So, but you
Yeah, I'll just be there to suffer small before I meet. Yeah, exactly. So
there's evil in this world.
don't learn from me.
There's nothing in this world. Okay, so another very important question: can love grow or spring forth from attraction?
Okay, yes, funny enough, because we've had instances of people that probably they just like the person, like, physically and everything, but when they got to know each other along the line, it became something deeper, and they knew that, okay, this is the person I want to get married to. So yes, it is very possible, but it is very important also not to rely on that.
Okay.
Because we will definitely be attracted. Like, there are so many ladies out there. So imagine you want fair, fine and everything, and you have 10 fair, fine and everything. What would you do? So I feel like, yes, it is, like, it can grow, but it's better to be very careful.
Let me not lie. Let me tell you my own way. Me, the first step. I mean, I agree with everything you said before now. I feel attraction cannot sustain a relationship.
Okay.
Right? And attraction is not love. But I feel, for me, over the years of my little existence on earth,
Okay.
I feel that I have to be attracted to you first.
Okay.
Before love can happen. I think my own love grows from attraction. So my attraction is beyond the physical. The physical is very important. In fact, for me, the physical is the number one.
Wow.
Because before I talk to you, to know if you are intelligent or not, I would have seen. Do you understand? I would have seen that, okay, this person, I'm attracted to this person. She's my spec. Do you understand? So, but then, when I now come and I talk to you, and I discover you don't have sense, then the attraction dies there and then. It doesn't go beyond. You say you can suffer. Me, I don't think. I don't know how to pretend. Do you get? If I'm with you and I don't like you, you will just know that this guy is lying. Do you understand? So, but then that attraction is very important for me. I'm not going to lie. So, but if I now come and I'll meet you, we're not talking. You can't deboss my head. The attraction will hide you. Like, okay.
I'm not attracted.
Do you get? Like, there's a full.
It's now more.
Then from there, we will now say, I'll not be able to sleep. I'll not be thinking of you. I'll not say, people like say love, don't they suck. You get?
Yeah.
But for me, that attraction, I mean, I cannot just love, then I'll not say. I used to hear people say, love who you marry. Me, I don't agree. I don't agree. So you marry first. You now love.
But let's look at it this way. Do you realize that because you yourself, you carry a certain kind of characteristics, it will be very, like, to an extent, you would not attract lesser than yourself.
Is that true?
But there's a quality you can be okay with.
Exactly.
Yes,
So
actually,
over time, like you would be on par with who you are. That's why I said you are addressed as the person you are. So it's not that the attraction we are saying now for me is more like, okay, this just to have this and this. But don't you think because of your kind of person, and which I know that you are also God fearing, over time you would you would attract something like that. So beauty will not now be a problem. So that's where I was saying, yes, attraction can happen, like just a sudden spark, but we cannot rely on that.
Yes, just like I said.
Exactly.
Yes,
because you would always attract somebody that is fine. At least to an extent.
Yeah.
This conversation is sweet. I'm enjoying this conversation. I'm actually learning a lot of things. Like that. So I want us to, we already know it's a season of love.
Mm-hmm.
What is love?
Okay, for me, love cannot be defined. That is love.
Deep.
Because I've had someone ask me, over time of counting, and then like, I love this person. Like, so what is now love? And I begin to, do a lot of research, and there are so many different. Love is a deep feeling and connection. But love is something that you cannot define. Like, you cannot really quantify that this is it. Because immediately you can quantify it, that means it can easily fade, like you can easily lose it. So for me, love is something I cannot define, except if I want to use a dictionary meaning. Anyway, that's it for me.
What do you think?
I actually quite agree with that though. Because most times, if you ask those who are in love to explain themselves, they can't.
Yes.
They're just free.
Exactly. They can
Me this. Me strong man like this. And I'm falling here. I'm now
in their mind. They are wise.
Yes.
But you are looking at this
guy is a fish person.
Should like not con. Like he hit head or something. So most times they can't actually explain it. So I feel like the only reason why we have a definition is because we are looking for words to describe it.
Yes.
Love is more fundamental than scalar. In other words, it's just like saying define time. You would most definitely use time to define time because there's no word to actually define it.
That's true.
So if you say define love,
I have intellectual.
So the only reason why most times people cannot explain, if you ask some people, why do you love this person, they'll tell you they don't know.
And that's the true love. Yeah, I feel if you can explain why you love somebody, that means if that factor is removed, then love you. Why do you love her? She's so caring. She's
so
fine.
The day she stops being caring,
the day she show you how that's I don't love you.
Yeah.
Okay, so I was listening to a message Apostle Joshua Selman one time, many years ago, and he said, when you say I love you, you say I choose you. So it means there are many options. There are, you could have had this or that or that or that. But when you say I love you, it means I choose you. So it means I choose you with your insecurities. I choose you with your inadequacies. I choose you with your shortcomings. I choose you with everything. So no matter what happens, come rain, come shine, you are the one I choose. And there's no option B. There's no option B. So we can just say synonymous. We cannot say to choosing somebody over. There's no even option. So it's like this is.
You don't have a choice.
So but some people used to choose many people.
That's another.
Some people choose. They have option Z. How can you choose somebody and love somebody? You still have option.
No, it's
especially ladies. Ladies used
no,
to have.
No. Don't let.
It's just a backup plan.
Don't come for me.
I feel like guys also they choose.
No. Ladies used to have. Let me keep quiet. Let me not talk. Before a lady, if you break up from a lady now, if she does not date, like she's the one that decided not to date.
Oh my god.
There's always an option.
Yes, there's an option, but it's not because they're already available. It's just that she's fine, and there's somebody like, you know, willing to like take the place of you that you just finished breaking her heart and stuff. So it's not like she has so many options like that.
Gospel, there was a time that your heart was broken.
Oh my god.
Yeah, basically, love is a feeling that cannot be explained. You know, you just find yourself doing things that ordinarily you wouldn't have done. The final question I have here is, what is the thin line between lust and attraction? Because me, I feel there's actually a very thin line between lust and attraction.
Yeah.
So what do you think about that?
Yeah, there is actually, because attraction is just the beginning. Like let me say initial grand or that comes first, and then afterwards, when you get attracted, if you feed on it, if you feed it well and stuff, you begin to lust after whatever you are attracted to. So over time, it's just a little thin line. The only thing like is attraction is short-lived, but if fed well, it becomes lust. So that's just it for attraction and lust. It's just when you start it, if you don't cut it, it becomes lust and obsession.
So what do you think?
Yeah, I would actually agree with that 100%. Attraction is the building block to lust. So most times, even when it comes to guys, we usually build an image. Once we are attracted to the physical part of a lady, we build an image, we build stories in our head, we are already starting a love affair, we are already in the love garden.
Oh my god.
So basically it begins to build up that even while these people are not there, we keep seeing them in our thoughts and all that, and then it builds up to lust and obsession, as she said, more of an addiction sometimes.
That's serious. So how would you advise young men? Because I think this thing is common, you know, within guys, that because you know we are more attracted to what we see.
Yeah.
You understand? We are moved by what we see. So there's a spec we already have in mind, or there's what we like, you know, and then these things that we like, for instance, if you like a fair lady that is fine and all those things, there are millions of them out there. So how do you now balance yourself that you don't now start, you know, jumping at every lady that fits into that description? Because I think that will now be saying, okay, this person is no longer this is no longer attraction, this is now lust. Because you are lusting after every lady that fits into that category. So what would you advise young men to do to be able to cope that?
Okay, so for young men, I believe discipline and boundaries would be the best way, because a man who is not disciplined would end up misbehaving one way or the other, even if it is not when it comes to love, even if it's just work, you would end up misbehaving. So for young men out there, I believe you knowing certain boundaries of, yes, you have a desire, but does your desire or what you want to have, should it override your sense? Should you always make sure you take your sense along with feelings? Don't just become don't just be loving alone and just be, you know, adoring her all of a sudden without using your brain. Like, it is very, very important, and you don't expect that when you get into a relationship, because she's this and that, then even the inside would also be this and that. So know your expectations, know your boundaries, and apply discipline to whatever you're doing, especially when it comes to love.
So discipline, basically, I totally agree with that. I feel, you know, anybody that is not disciplined, you allow any and everything. You just, you know, because that's the only way somebody can become a womanizer. Because, you know, they just give you that tag because people are saying, you are here, hello, you are here, hi, can I see you for a moment, can I talk to you? You know, you are everywhere basically, because anything that just attracts you, you go for. That means you are beginning to lust after these things. So there's actually a thin line between attraction and love. I know for many people, let me not generalize, but for me particularly, I already established that, you know, there should be an attraction before I even want to talk to you or want to do anything. But then that does not now necessarily mean that every lady that fits into the category of, you know, what I pictured or who I pictured to be with, I'll just be jumping up and down like a monkey basically. Okay, so this is Valentine season and we have lovers, you know, we're already seeing a lot of things already. I'm sure that we'll be seeing a lot of news, a lot of videos. This is the season where you'll be seeing two people fighting over a guy, two people fighting over a girl. You'll be hearing different kind of things. This is the season of oppression.
Serious.
Don't go and borrow. Don't go and borrow what to go and buy iPhone. Well, let my guests talk. Let's start from the lady.
So cute.
What would you advise our lovers this time? People that are in love, people that are in relationships. What advice would you give them for the season?
Okay, so please guys, Valentine season is here, and please remember that Valentine season is just one day. You still have months ahead. So don't just get easily maybe stressed out because you want to oppress and impress. We will be there for premium, just like you said.
We'll be waiting.
For ladies and guys, see, this is the person you want to spend the rest of your life with, and you have a whole long time ahead of you. So why ruin just that beautiful journey because of one day of Valentine? Like, why would you want to do that? So this Valentine season, I believe for every lady and every guy, please be very contented. You know your partner, know that this is what he can afford, and even if he doesn't, remember that he loved you first before you guys then buying each other different things. Yes, gifts is very important, but don't ruin that which you have started because of a day of just Valentine, and want to give us premium gist and premium colors on social media. We will be there for it, but please, as much as possible, in order for you to be with the right person. Love is beautiful when you're with the right person. Somebody that fears God and loves God. So why ruin that because of iPhone 15 Pro Max? It's beautiful, but still, let's be guided. Let's do this Valentine season with sense.
Carry your sense. Let's hear from the person that has a wealth of experience. That's the person that had to trek back because they didn't drop him at the bus stop. So please, what would you say to lovers and people in relationships?
Okay, there's infatuation and you want to go all out to really prove that you're the man. Yes. You actually need to understand that love does not prove things. Love does not try to prove. You are already the proof. Yeah. So,
my job.
So what I need you to do is basically subject that relationship to the test of time. Subject it to the test of time. Let's see how well it goes, how far it can last, how strong it can expand, how well it can contract. So you will actually know, because when you say I love you, you have to be sure. Like that's it for me. You really have to be sure that yes, it is not just a feeling, it is not just a temporal emotion, it is not just something that just came.
That's what I
really thought about it. Do not fall in love.
It's like you're talking about please calm down. Take a seat. Take another seat. You need to calm down, sir. Just do like
this. Do not. According to the Bible, God is love, right? And He didn't fall for love. No, He fell for us so that we can stand.
Yeah.
Exactly. So you need to know what you're doing. According to the Bible.
This is
getting deeper.
So
don't overprove this. I subject it to the test of time. Let it go through fire. Let it go through the test of fire. Let's see how strong it becomes. Let it be worth it. Whatever you are doing. If you want to collect loan. But is it worth it?
Is that loan?
I'm telling you because
you that you are planning to collect loan, yes, you are talking to Pampay.
If you collect loan, she will leave you alone, but the bank will not leave you alone. That's wisdom. So that's basically it.
Thank you so much. That was amazing. So I mean, you guys have heard, you guys have learned. Personally, I've learned a lot of things. I've enjoyed myself basically, and I'm sure you did too. So if you're watching this podcast up till this point, I want to appreciate you. You are the real VIP, you are the real MVP, and I really, really appreciate you. This is Mr. Fresh TV. Thank you for sticking around. I also want to appreciate my wonderful, amazing guests that I have on set today, Miss Adeola Adebayo, and then also Mr. Sunday on Oja. They're wonderful, and I'm sure you've been able to learn one or two things from what they've said so far. So if you like what you've just seen, please subscribe to this channel. Please, what will you tell those people that are here to subscribe? That just view and pass.
Please don't try it at all, because this is it for this Valentine season ever. This is what you should be clicking on. So don't move from that particular button. Please click on it.
Thank you so much. Please subscribe, like, and in the comment sections too, please, we want to learn from you too. So please send in your own ideas, send in your own suggestions. Please put in your own contributions there too. I'll be in the comment section. I want to learn from you too. So I'll be there to read whatever thing you put in there. This apartment is an apartment at 3G Gardens, an apartment, Fagbamila Way. We are located at Agodi Gate area, Ibadan, Nigeria. We have 4 units of fully furnished 2-bedroom apartments, fitted kitchens. We have basically everything you have for an enjoyable stay. We call this place home away from home. We have CCTV surveillance, we have on-site security personnel, we have housekeeping services, we have 24 hours lights, we have free Wi-Fi. We have very cozy apartments for your needs, and this is Valentine season. Please don't sleep on coming here with your friends, with your families, and even your partner to have a weekend getaway or something, or just coming here for a nice time together. So please, the number you can call or chat up will be in the comment section. Please don't hesitate to do that. Once again, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much. See you on the next one.